Well, folks, as some of you guys may know, I've been having a lot of problems with this bridge, a lot of stuff disconnecting or bottoming out on it. So I suspected it had a problem, so I just removed it from the layout, and things are a little worse than I expected. Those are the joiners that are holding the track in the middle of the bridge together, and they are ridiculously worn out. I've not seen rail joiners that worn out in a really long time, and I suspected they'd be a bit worn out, which might have been why the bridge was flexing, but I mean, these are just really bad, so we're going to replace those, and this time I'm going to put some solder, because this is not the first time that I've replaced the joiners. I think when I was about 12, I was having a similar problem. Not to this extent, though. I mean, this is just ridiculous, so we're going to replace those, throw some solder on them, and see if our little issues with the bridge go away. Alright, so we've got the new rail joiners in, and as you can see, it already looks a lot better, but it's also got quite a bit less give. So we're going to solder this up, and hopefully we can get this track to be basically one solid piece. Alright, I've got the rails all soldered up, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. First of all, it's got a lot less give. The rails almost look like they're one piece. I did put quite a bit of solder, as you can see, just to hopefully prevent this problem from occurring again, because what I've concluded is that even though the rail joiners are holding this and there's support from the bridge, the plastic has a little bit of give, so I think over time, trains just going over this over and over and over again, that little bit of give in the plastic just allows the rails to bend a bit, and eventually it wears out the rail joiners, so hopefully the solder will correct that. And we won't have this problem for a long time, or maybe as long as the layout lasts. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to start to put the bridge back together. I did make a couple small changes to the bridge, too. That was actually cracked on both sides, so I'm not sure if that was adding at all to the stability issues, but just something I noticed. I also checked the bridge in the middle. It seems to be pretty stable, so hopefully with all those little modifications, it will solve the problems the bridge keeps having. Another probable cause of some of the bridge's problems could be due to the foam roadbed, which had become compressed after only a few months of use. I did find that after I added the foam roadbed, the bridge had a lot more problems, but what I didn't realize is that the foam roadbed itself can hold up a train provided the weight is divided on the tracks. But in this case, the foam roadbed was supporting the weight of the bridge as well as the weight of the trains going over it in only 2 key points. So as a result, the foam roadbed quickly got compressed and was not doing its full job. This was probably also increased by the bridge actually tilting from all the uneven areas that were actually in the bridge. So to try to combat this problem, I've put a couple pieces of cork, and the cork will not compress near to as much as the foam does, so hopefully the cork will be able to take the weight of the bridge and keep it even as trains go over it. Alright, the bridge is now completely rebuilt, and I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but at least from my perspective, it looks like the bridge is a lot straighter, and also it's not sagging at all in the middle anymore. So let's try running a train across this a few times, see if the problems still occur.